All right, I think that I'm live now. How's everybody going out there? Today is day 3 of the challenge, and today we're going to talk about the principles of lasting health. We're going to talk about what separates those who succeed from those that don't. So in the last 2 days, we've been talking about the goals and the whys. What's up, Krista? My wifey from upstairs. Good to see you on and watching. Annabelle, thank you so much for showing up. Hope Tennessee's nice. Joanna, thank you for coming as always. James, buddy, always glad to see you, man. Yes, present. Excellent. So, again, today we're going to be talking about, we're going to go back over a little bit of the whys, a little bit of the goals, and then we're going to kind of move on from there. So we're just going to do a little bit of a recap. Woohoo! Like the comments, like the hearts. I got to stay on track, otherwise I'm going to get lost. So, remember the importance of the why and why it is important to transform. I also want you to remember what will happen if you don't transform. What's going on, Scott? That you're going to stay in that same cycle that you've been in this whole time. So think about those two aspects of the why. So we have the goal, we have the why we want to achieve the goal, and we also have the negative factor of what will happen if we don't achieve the goal. What's up, Julia? Thanks for showing up. Hold on a second, push the wrong button. Cool. All right, so now let's talk about what will happen when we do succeed. So in health, there are really just 3 pillars. The people that achieve lasting health focus on these. There's mindset, strategy, and accountability. And in this video, we're going to go over all 3. So focusing on mastering these 3 things, it is inevitable that you will succeed, that you will lose the weight, feel better, and achieve the body of your dreams. Which one do you think is the most important, if you had to guess? Would you say it's mindset, strategy, or accountability? Let's see what anyone asks. Hey, Joel, what's up? Murph dog. You saw Murphy was watching too. All right. Well, if you guessed it was mindset, then you guessed correct. Now, there's a difference between people that succeed and people that don't. But most of the time, the difference is not the information. It's the fact that you don't know what to do with that information. Like, there's plenty of workouts you can find out online or meal plans you can find online, but it's generally not, again, the problem that there isn't enough knowledge for you out there. It's just you don't understand how to implement it. Mindset, you got that right. Accountability, that's all right, Scott. You're learning. I think it's day 1. You're here with me. Hey, what's up, Carol? I'm glad that you made it. Excellent, Julie. You said mindset, and I apologize. I think sometimes the posts get a little behind of how fast I'm talking. So again, it is mindset. Mindset is if you master your mind, your body will follow. So again, there's a difference between the people that succeed and the people that don't. In fact, I'd wager to say that many of you before this challenge had a good idea of what you needed to do. I mean, odds are that I'm assuming most of you knew you needed to eat differently, that you needed to get more sleep, that you needed to work out, or you just knew something needed to change. So now let's talk about where the why comes in. So if you remember in yesterday's video, this is where we need to figure out that big why. And for everyone who posted in the group, you did a great job. I appreciate all the videos, and I'm glad everyone commented on each other's. And side note here, if you are in the group and you notice just kind of the camaraderie of everyone coming together with the good, the bads, what everyone put in. So again, that's the awesome part of having a little bit of a community. Okay, now back to the why. So again, yesterday we kind of figured out the why. The why will help the transformation positively impact your life. The why could be it'll make you a better person. You'll have better relationships. You'll feel more confident. You'll be the person that you wanted to be. And again, it's also important to know the why not. It is important to know what will happen if you don't change, if you stay the same. How will that make you feel? How will that impact your life? Hey, Alyssa, nice to see you. Susan, you made it. I hope you're back in Minnesota safe and sound. And I hope you brought your coat. So think about the why and think about what happens if you choose to stay the same. I want you to use this because this will be very powerful when we're trying to set up our mindset. Because we want a mindset to keep you moving day after day, week after week. And we need this to move you towards your goal. Sorry, somebody else popped on. Woohoo, yeah. How cold is it in Minnesota? I think it's like 17 or maybe even colder than that. I'm not envious right now, folks. I'm not going to lie. 2 months ago when it was super hot here, I was a little homesick, but not today. All right. So what I want to do is tell you a little bit about a client that I used to have when I did in-person training. I guess just walk you through the story and see what you think. So I had a client, she bought a training package, which you used to do back in the day, and you could use the sessions however you wanted, usually 2 to 3 times a week. So I had this middle-aged woman. I'm not going to say really how old, but she would come in. She'd ask me a ton of questions, and I mean a ton of questions. She was a very, very intelligent woman, and I would challenge her with a few deeper questions. We'd discuss some of her goals, how she would get them, and she trained for a week, 2 weeks, and she traveled a lot. Then she'd disappear, just gone for like 2 weeks to a month. Then she'd come back, say, hey, Wes, what's going on? Can we maybe get in a couple sessions? And usually what she'd tell me about is some crazy boot camp that she tried until she got hurt and quit. She'd usually tell me about some crazy running program that she did until she got burnt out, or some crazy diet that she found where you can only eat spinach that grows in the desert in the month of May. And that only worked until she couldn't stand the restrictions, binged ate, and put all the weight back on. So I'm just curious. Hey, what's up, Mitch? What's up, Carol? Other Carol? So with that little bit of a story, does that resonate with anyone? Does it sound familiar? Has anyone gone through some of the same things where you just keep going through a cycle and try and don't really get the results you want? I mean, can anyone relate to that start, stop, fail routine? Seeing lots of thumbs up, which is great. Mike Daniels, what's up, man? All right. Or maybe more generic problems will ring a bell if those didn't really bring you into it, such as, life was going well, then life got hard, or the holidays came, and you know how we love the holidays. People that make excuses will never reach results. So my question to that is, when you stopped focusing on yourself, when you stopped achieving those goals because life got hard or because the holidays came, did life get easier? Did the hard parts of life go away? Odds are they probably didn't, and odds are you probably found some coping mechanisms that weren't too good, and the hard times got a little harder. What's up, James? Reading some of the posts. Yep, good. So some of you guys are feeling it. And about the holidays, did those short-term, somewhat self-destructive patterns, did they bring you long-term joy, or did they just bring you short-term joy in a long-term waistline? Did it help you to become a better wife, husband, mother, father, friend, coworker, or just put in whatever term you use to define yourself? Mindset isn't just what you think, it's how you react and how you respond. So mindset is what makes some people always take the easy path, or so we think the easy path, which generally leads to a lot of shortcomings and a lot of these continued cycles. Mindset is what makes a person say, this is the time, this is it. I'm going to freaking do it now, I'm all in. Or with the wrong mindset say, well, it's Wednesday, I can't work out on Wednesdays, or meal prep, I can't pack lunch for work, that's just too hard, or I'll be traveling, there's no way I can possibly be consistent with the program. What's up, John? What's up, Amy? Yes, there never is a perfect time, correct. So quit looking for that perfect time because it's never going to happen. So do we kind of understand the importance of mindset and how powerful mindset can be? I think I've kind of beat that one in a little bit, so good. So now what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about strategy. So with strategy literally is about 80% of what we think and about 20% of what we physically do. Now, with that 20%, it is a smaller portion, but what you're doing has to actually work. So that's the part that a lot of people neglect. So I would like to put this out there. So who wants to get rid of the guesswork, drop all the shortcuts, and get to a program that really works and is sustainable for the long run? Who wants that? Can I get a hell yeah or a thumbs up or some little hearts or something I've never even seen? Oh, wait a minute. We got some hearts, some thumbs up. Sweet. And who wants a strategy that's backed by results and science? Because that's what I'm going to be talking about. So here are the key components to a strategy that will propel you towards your goal. So let's talk strategy. First part is nutrition. Now, nutrition, we all have some pretty crazy ideas of what it is. There are a lot of diets floating around there, and I'm not really going to get into a lot of talking about them. But what I will really say is when it comes to diets, a lot of them are shortcuts. If you don't have a metabolic disorder that requires you to eat specific foods, then you really should just learn how to eat proper, not restrictive. So what we want to do is we want to eat foods that give you health. And I'm talking about real food. We want balanced nutrition to stimulate proper hormone production. We want to repair muscles, and we want the food to actually provide us energy, not just give us that quick boost and then that crash, that feeling that you get when you get a highly processed foods. And one thing I'll tell you, and if any of you guys can relate, is as I've gotten older, which everyone does, nutrition just becomes that much more instrumental, or maybe a better way to say it, it's we realize it's that much more important because we don't have those jacked metabolisms to take care of all the junk food that we're eating. So again, step one, or I guess part one in the strategy is nutrition. So I want you guys to think about this. If you want to comment on or post it, it would be great if you just want to think about it. But I'd like you to rank the consistency of your nutrition, not just this week, but we'll say for the last 90 days on a scale of 1 to 10. Would you say, 10 is I eat great, 1 is I eat garbage, such as Taco Bell, if anyone eats Taco Bell. I'm not trying to rip on them, but it's really not good food. All right, the next portion is movement. So movement, fitness, to push your body and exercise. You want to exert energy to get energy back. Meaning, if you're low on energy, we need to find a way to get your body moving, get your metabolism working, get your hormone production going, get your body firing and working proper so it will give you more energy in the long run. Now, some people who are new to exercise don't really get that concept and think, man, I'm so tired I can't possibly work out, or I'll never be able to do that. I don't have enough energy. It's a crazy concept, but literally the more energy you exert with your body, the more energy you're going to get back. So if you haven't started working out, that's something that we really need to do. Ooh, Joanna, 9, I like it. Scott, the honest man, a 2, I love it. Julia, 6, okay, good. We got some numbers on it. We're able to quantify it. All right, so talking a little bit about exercise as well is we want to make sure that we're doing the proper exercises. Now, we get a lot of people, they tend to go, one or other direction where we either don't exercise, we don't have any energy and we feel tired, or we over-exercise doing the wrong things, which a lot of times for women, because that's kind of who I'm talking to right now, we tend to just do a lot of cardio, and cardio can really drain you in the long run. If you're doing 1 to 2 hours of cardio a day and you don't have proper nutrition, you are going to get weak. Cardio breaks down muscle tissue. It's awesome for your heart, don't get me wrong, and it's a good thing to do, but we need to make sure that that's not the only avenue that we're going, or you're going to find yourself falling short when it comes to actually getting in shape. So Carol, you said 7. Alyssa, you said an 8. I believe it. I see the Facebook pics. You look great. Susan, you said a 6. Love the honesty. Joanna, yes, you need to work out. Krista, a 7. I will agree. I'll even give you an 8 sometimes. My best girlfriend, Scott Murphy. Scott, I'm so glad you're here, man. I haven't talked to you in forever. So glad that you're hanging out with us tonight. All right, so again, with the exercise, we don't want to do excessive exercise. We don't want to do lack of exercise. We want to do the proper exercises. The third thing that we'll kind of talk about is the value of sleep and rest. Now, studies have shown that people that sleep 8 hours a night, 8, get more done in a single day than people who sleep less than 8 hours. So just think about that a little bit. So if you're a busy person, I'm busy, you're busy, welcome to America in the 2000s and almost 20. We're all busy, but just remember, anyone who says that I'm too busy to sleep, I'm going to tell you I'm too busy not to sleep, because science backs that sound sleeping patterns of about 8 hours will make you more productive than sleeping anything less. Now, I've definitely had plenty of time in my life where I've slept less than 8 hours. I know in college I never got 8 hours of sleep. I always worked. I know with having kids, I try to get 8 hours, but usually somebody comes in and I get a flying elbow or who knows what in the middle of the night to wake me up. But again, really think about your sleep and the quality of your sleep. So that's another thing to maybe give yourself a self-assessment on. If you're staying up till midnight and you're waking up at 5, 6 in the morning, you might want to change your habits a little bit, because that will also give you a little bit more energy. All right, so another part of it, I think I'm on number 4, we'll call it drink water. And I mean consistently. And it's probably more water than you think. So quick question, how much water do you guys think you should drink a day? We'll just say in ounces, if anyone had to guess. What's up, Tom? Thanks for tuning in. Susan, Willie needs 10. Sorry, I didn't see that one till right now. I believe it, though. He's a busy guy. He just needs a little bit more sleep. And if he's sitting by you, tell him I say, hey, and I hope that his surgery and everything is going pretty good. I guess post-surgery is going well. All right, let's see if anyone had any water guesses. Scott, 72 ounces. I like the way you think. All right, so give you a couple of facts about drinking water, and then we'll talk about how much. So one thing with drinking water is you want to be consistent, and again, it's more than you think. And yes, if you drink more water, you will have to get up and go pee more, But that's a good thing. If you have a desk job, you need to get your butt up about every hour anyways, reset your eyes from staring at the computer, and just reset your hip, your hip flexors are going to get tight. Just reset your body and walk to the bathroom. The other thing too, good with, drinking more of that water is it does clean out the toxins, and water really is the basis of our metabolism. And guess what? Here's a couple of good facts about water. It is 0 calories. It can help keep you fuller in between meals. And in most cases, it's the cost of free dollars. Pretty sweet deal. So you get to feel full, sustain your metabolism, and it costs you absolutely nothing. Pretty cool deal. Now come on, let's get hydrated. So again, how much water do you think you should drink? Joanna, heck yeah, half your body weight in ounces, half your body weight, 75-ish, half your body weight. I think you guys are Googling this, 64 ounces. You peed 5 times last night. I hope you made it to the bathroom and not in the bed. If you did, that's great. Made it to the bathroom, that is. But yes, the correct answer is, I think it's 1 ounce per kilogram, which is about 2.2 pounds. So another way to say it would be half your body weight. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 ounces of water. Now here's something that's kind of cool. I gotta look at my stat here. So again, popular belief is for a sedentary individual, half your body weight in ounces. But another study states that better mental clarity was observed when drinking 2 times the recommended amount, meaning that if you look at your body weight and you weigh 200 pounds, you drink 200 ounces. So another fun fact about that, for a typical America, so I guess one question we'll back up is I've had other people ask, what is the danger? What if I drink too much water? It can happen. It's very rare. It's called hyponatremia, where your kidneys just can't filter that much water and you start getting deficient of sodium and you have these other issues going on. And in essence, it really could kill you. But with a typical American diet and how much sodium we intake and everything else, it's probably not going to happen. So if you really are scared about it, go ask your doctor. But the kidneys can typically filter about 33 ounces an hour. So that's equivalent to about a liter. So if you're drinking 33 ounces an hour, I would say slow it down a little bit. But again, that's about how much water a typical set of kidneys can do in a healthy individual. Again, if you are concerned, definitely talk to your doctor. But general common sense would say unless you are working out really intense or you're in some extreme weather, odds are you're probably not going to drink 30 ounces in an hour. So back to the fun fact of, I would say try to drink your body weight in water. And think about it this way. If you're shooting for, let's say you weigh 200 pounds, you're shooting for 200 ounces, and you end up drinking 100, which is half your body weight, you still win because it's still a good amount. All right, and our final principle that we're going to talk about is accountability. Hey, what's up, Gail? How about sparkling water or seltzer water with lemon? Those are completely fine. I personally, I really like Perrier water with the lemon. I think that's pretty tasty. But if I do drink it, it does make me burp a lot more. But again, the sparkling waters, that's fine. Just make sure, and I'm assuming those are the ones you're talking about, but they aren't ones that have artificial sugars in them or they added anything that's other than carbonation, I guess would be a good way to put it. Oh yes, that's another good call, Julia. Drinking a lot of water, if you do have issues with acne or whatever it might be, it will also help clear up your skin. And Annabelle, you've had clear pee for 2 days. Awesome. Hey, what's up, Kelly, man? Woo, aloha. All right, Scott Murphy. Crap, that is a lot, especially in the winter. It is. It is a lot of water. And if you want to, you can drink your water, which no one really asked, but the temperature of your water, they have done some studies. There are some things that can help your metabolism. Like they say, if you drink ice water, your body has to cool it down before it can process it. So ice water might help increase your metabolism, but the only downfall of that is if you're drinking extremely cold water while you're doing sports, your body does have to process it in order to use it. So ideally, you want to drink it at room temperature if you're being active or a little bit chilled. And then as far as drinking warm water, such as tea, it can sometimes settle your stomach or it can make you feel full a little longer. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, man. All right, so let's go to the final principle, which is accountability. Now, I know when I first started this journey, as in when I started getting into fitness, literally about 20 years ago, I had multiple mentors and I had an environment of people that were training like me. I had a great community of people to help get behind me and to help me up. But one thing I did notice as well is it was also nice to give back to people who might have not been as far down the journey as me, or just people that I looked up to and I saw, they were struggling with something, just to be a part of it. And I know that it just helped me stay on track And if you want success, the one thing I'll tell you is community and mentorship is an instrumental part of it. All right, so again, back to my journey a little bit. When I started fitness, I started at St. Cloud Boxing Club. I started training with a couple of guys there. Scott Kelm, he's a great guy. He kind of got me interested in it. I never boxed, but I just like to go to the club and work out. And then I did end up joining Jeet Kune Do. I had an instructor or a Sifu for that. I did that for a long period of time, about 10 years. Then I switched to Wing Chun. I had another mentor or Sifu for that. I ended up moving down to the cities, ended up getting another mentor, went out to Chicago, had another mentor for that. And then when I got down here to Florida, I actually found another mentor in Wing Chun. So the reason I'm just bringing all that up is mentorship or people, having a community, because with all that, I had a community of guys as well. It's just instrumental to your success is to have people to lean on and people to learn from. So again, even 20 years now, I still have a mentor. I'm not currently training in any martial arts or any of that anymore, so I don't have time and I'm kind of pursuing other things, but I am still being mentored and I am in a group of other trainers. So we kind of hold each other accountable. We talk about training programs. We talk about kind of upping the bar for each other. And then I still have, like I said, a mentor that I pay quite well to light a fire under my butt and make sure that I'm progressing and not getting stale with my content. So again, I can't push that fact enough. All right, so I got off topic. Let me get back onto where we were. Anyone else show up? Hey, buddy, thanks. You drink your water with lots of ice, do it all the time. You definitely do not have to stop doing that. Again, one thing I would tell you is if you're working out very intensely, then you might not want to do ice water. You might want to just do chilled water. But during the day, if you're hanging out, ice water is fine. I'm your idol. Thank you. I've been trying. I really have. All right. So let me get back to where I was here. And with our modern life, so here's another fun fact that I found out just reading on the interweb is we have never been more connected, meaning we all have a phone. Some of us have two that in our pockets, with us all day long on our computers. Anywhere we go, we can be accessed by anyone, whether it's voicemail, text message, instant message, snail mail still. I don't know who's still using that, but just saying there's a lot of different avenues and they're always readily available to us. But in a recent study, and this is kind of a quote from them, it says, with our modern lives, we have never been more connected, but yet more alone in all of history. We all need a community and a place to belong. And I added onto it a positive environment to grow in. So if you think about that, it's very interesting. Hey, Michelle, you made it. Awesome. Coming in from Colorado. So another fun fact that you might find interesting, as long as we're talking about community, is the quality of our life is directly related to the communities that we're in. Now, they say our 5 closest friends in our life are what help dictate what we're going to be, meaning this financial success of the 5 people closest to you in your life means you're going to have very similar financial success. The 5 people, the relationship styles that they have, whether they're good, they're bad, you're going to have very similar relationship styles. And people's overall health has a huge impact on the top 5 people that you hang out with. So just keep that in mind when we're talking about this and we're talking about community. It's just, I thought that was a very interesting fact. So if you can, think of the top 5 people you hang out with, think about the things you have in common, and think about if you want to keep hanging out with them. All right. So, did anyone go to college? I'll give that one a minute to settle in. So whoever did, just post, I did, me, guilty. I can say that I definitely did. I went to college 3 times. You don't need to go 3 times. I think 1 would be enough. So, with college, did you go to college just to get insanely in debt? Yes, I did, but that wasn't the only reason. No, what is the reason we all go to college? Typically, we go to college because we want to learn something, and we want to learn it from somebody who knows what they're doing so we can do what they do. So why would life and your fitness be any different than that? It's just kind of a concept most people don't put that together. I mean, would you, if you wanted to be a doctor, would you just go out on your own and start trying to be a doctor? Odds are no, you're going to get the proper education and do what you need to do. So again, when we get to fitness, I don't know why everybody thinks that we don't need a mentor, we don't need someone to help coach us, because it really affects how our life goes. Well, Julia, you were much smarter than me, the debt-free. You're fortunate, and I'm going to have 6 kids, and they're all going to be landscapers, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to have great lawn and no college debt. All right. So next thing we're talking about is a little bit of having a mentor. So if we want to reach the goal, typically we need a mentor. So going to end it on that, but out of this whole challenge, what would you say has been most helpful to anyone who's been in it, or even if you're just here tonight? Again, what would you say so far has been the most helpful? Has it been the goal setting? Has it been the whys? Has it been a little bit of the strategy we're talking about here, the realization that we need a good community? Just kind of somebody throws something out there that's been helpful to them. And I know I asked that earlier to a lot of people in the group, but if you want to post it again, that would be great. Let's see, you want to say anything? Holy moly 6. I don't know what holy moly 6 means, Scott, but holy moly 6. I appreciate it. All right, so out of this challenge, typically I want people to understand how to set goals, to know their whys, and now understand the strategy. So I have a question for everyone. If it's all right with you, I would like to share a way to continue to achieve this transformation after these 7 days are over and try to make it a reality for the next 90 plus days. Do I have your guys' permission to tell you a little bit more? This community is the best. Oh, 6 kids. You're a smart man, Scott. Yes, 6. My wife's pregnant with twins. Good, Carol, you said the community's been awesome. Yep, Joanne, you said the community's the best. I agree, it's been a lot of good community. And Susan, you gave me a yes for going ahead. All right, so this program that I created, which is stemming from why I was doing the challenge, is a 12-week program designed to help motivated women and, yes, men, but this one in particular was set up more for women that want to change and are ready to own it and make their transformation over about the next 90 days. Now, my program is designed around those 3 pillars that I mentioned earlier. It is designed to give you a powerful mindset, to give you strategies how to eat, how to move, how to sleep, how to stay hydrated, and routines to continue to actively progress. Now, this program also includes, as you found out and you're a part of if you're in it, a kick-ass community of like-minded people that want to succeed. Thank you for some more yeses. Yes, Carol, go for it. I love the facts. Tim Bauer, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a long time. All right, so I lost where I was at. Hang on a second, I got to re-scroll. Usually I have my paper, but my printer wasn't working. All right, so again, we're talking about the community. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So if you use this program and you take accountability for your actions, success is inevitable. With using these pillars, you're going to succeed. So here is what I'm going to tell you. Here is who the program is for. So this program is for someone who is ready to stop talking about their dreams and ready to accomplish it. For someone who either has the discipline or is ready to get the discipline to succeed. And it's for someone who is ready to take action. Someone who wants this not only for themselves, not for just selfish reasons, but also for their environment. And you can use this to raise up the people around you. This transformation that you are going through can actually be a very powerful thing, and you can motivate and influence a lot of people around you in a positive manner if you, in fact, are positive. If you haven't noticed, being positive, being negative, they do attract the same quality. If you're negative, you attract negative people. If you're positive, you kind of bring in positive people. So this transformation alone, it can be very powerful if you think about it right. Oh, Joanna, I have little boys, and I know that. I'm going to share that. My son just took a piss in a cereal bowl because I wasn't paying attention. Boys, that's the truth. I've had my kids poop on the floor and do many other awesome things just to get attention. So you're not alone with the kid factor. All right, so that's who this is for. It's for the people, the program is for people who want to take action, who want to succeed, who want to do this, who want to quit saying, I want this, but not going to do it. It's for the action takers. But there's also a group of people at this challenge that my program is not for. So it's not for someone who's just looking for a quick fix. This program is not going to do that for you because I'm teaching you what to do in the long run, not just making you take some crazy supplements, starve yourself, or eat some bizarre food that's going to basically drain your body but get you to where you want to be for maybe a month or two, and then you're going to gain it all back. So that is not who this is for. It's also not meant for someone who has to think about it. You know, this program, I can only do so much. A lot of it is on you, and that's how this program works is if you're going to be in it, you got to be in it. You got to do the meal plans. You got to do the workouts. You got to be part of the community and do part of the mindset training. So it's not for people who aren't sure if this is what they want to do. So finally, if you want to transform your life, if you want to transform your environment, and if you want to impact the world around you, here's what I need you to do. Is if you want in on this now, what I want you to do is in the comments below, I want you to write, yes, I want to go all in. Now, one thing I will tell you is there's no guarantee that this program will work out for you. What I'd like to do is get you an application and maybe get on a quick call and we can talk about what you're interested in. But again, it's for the people who want to take the action and succeed. If you're on the fence about it, if you're not sure, you won't offend me if you don't say yes or if you don't join the program. Because in the long time that I've been training, I did this for about 10 years in person and now I'm transitioning to online, is the people that just aren't committed to themselves or just aren't ready, you're not going to get the results you want because you inevitably have to be the one to do it. So again, think about it. If you're interested in it, you can always send me, hey, what's up, Michael? Fellow LCA member, glad you could make it. Give me some feedback. So again, what I'm just getting down to is that if it is something you're interested in, drop me a comment down below, send me a direct message, and we'll kind of take it from there. So moving on to the next part. I want to congratulate everyone for making it through my long-winded speech, but now let's get on to the homework. So what we're going to do, as always, I'm going to give you a way to eat, a way to move, and a way to think. So let's talk about the way to think first. So the first thing that we're going to do for your homework, again, about a 90-second video, is we're going to talk about the rating on mindset. Rating on mindset, strategy, and accountability. So what I want you to do in the group, if you're in it, is to post what you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being poor, 10 being great, on mindset, strategy, and accountability. And I also want you to write why you picked those values. So mindset, you can say, you know what, right now I'm about a 3. Why? Because I don't understand how to love myself yet. Or accountability, say, you know what, I'm a 4. I'm not quite there, but I'm getting there. But again, kind of put why you're going to do that. And then I would like you to comment on everybody else's posts. Usually it's 2 or 3, but I'd really appreciate it if you go by and comment on everyone so we can all kind of see where we're at collective as a team. And then as far as the way to move, if you're on the Trainerize app, which I believe everyone is now, I've had a couple questions, no real concerns with anything going on. But if you did your workouts from yesterday, what I'll do is I'll pop in a new workout for tomorrow. And then as far as the nutrition plan goes, my plan is to throw in another meal plan. Yesterday we did something with bacon. The first day was a tuna one, which is really simple. So I'll kind of pick something a little bit different than that. What's up, Chris? Coming from North Carolina. Very cool. Interested? Awesome, Carol. Interested, Annabelle? Yes, thank you. Great. We'll make sure that I talk to you girls a little bit later. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do before we wrap up. So again, the homework, I'll drop in another meal plan. I'll change your workout if you did your workout from yesterday. And the mindset piece is just rating yourself on mindset, accountability, and strategy, 1 to 10. Comment on other people's. And now I guess I'll open it up to a couple of questions. Does anybody have any questions about the program? Any questions about some of the content we put up? Anyone in the group, do you have any other questions going on? I'm trying to think about yesterday. I know we talked about vitamins a little bit. I found a couple of articles, but none of them that I really, really liked. So I'll keep digging on that a little bit. And then as far as I had a Trainerize question about the public, I did reach out to Trainerize and they gave me a canned response that by public they mean anyone who's managing the Trainerize app, meaning any of their internal personnel, and then whoever set up the program. So I think it was you, Julia, that had that question. So basically it's their way of saying nobody outside of people on the back end would have it. Like, you're not just a random person who's going to see what you're putting in the Trainerize app, if that makes sense. What do I mean by strategy? The strategy is just kind of the nutrition, the fitness, and like the water, the sleep. So I guess for strategy, if you want to break it down a little better, it'd be like, how do you feel about your workout routine, what you're eating, what you're drinking, and how much you're sleeping would be kind of the things that would fall into strategy. And Joanna, you bought your foam roller and exercise ball. First step. Awesome. Didn't work out today, but yes, you need to get more accountable. But hey, you took us the first step. Susan, you asked about the Trainerize app. I will send that over to you tonight when I'm done with this. I'll send you an invite. It's just an app for your phone that you can pop on there, and I can throw workouts in there. You can also track some nutrition in there if you want. The MyFitnessPal app works for the nutrition as well. I know, Carol, you had, if you're still on here, you had asked about the MyFitPal app. Did that comment that I gave you back with the photo, was that helpful, or is it still kind of getting you? Thanks, got it linked up now, so let me know if you can see the diary stuff. Okay, I will. I'll go in everyone's tonight, and I'll give everyone a little comment, let you know what they're doing. Because yes, it does show me if you did the workout. It does show me if you put in some nutrition. So it's a pretty cool little app, and it's free, which is awesome. All right. So if there are no other questions, again, if a couple people that commented for me to reach out, I will definitely reach out with a call or a text or something. And anyone else who's interested, send me a direct message, send me a call, and we'll kind of talk about a little bit more. But as far as that goes, so tomorrow we'll be talking about routines. We're talking about the routines of elite performers, what you need to do consistently if you want to have long-term results. So it's going to be another great Facebook Live, so make sure you do your homework and you log in. How many days a week do you work out? That's going to depend a little bit on goals, a little bit on what you've been doing in the past, how long you've worked out. But a very basic general answer is I would tell you start with about 3 days a week. 3 days a week of doing some resistance training and some cardio. If you feel like you want to do more than that, like let's say you're an avid walker and you want to walk every day of the week, that's fine. But I'd say start lifting weights about 3 days, especially if you're new, because you want to give your body time to repair and actually have the workout be useful. If you're working out 6 days a week, hey Jen, what's up? Catching the tail end. Like let's say you're working out 6 days a week and you don't give your body time to recover, you're spending a lot of extra time in the gym for diminishing returns. Like you're not getting the gains you could get because half of muscle growth and hypertrophy is based on letting it repair. So yes, long-winded answer of about 3 days a week is what I'd recommend to start with. All right. That's all I got tonight. I hope it was good. I feel like we went through some pretty cool stuff. Again, tomorrow we're going to go through routines and what successful people do and how they succeed and how you will become one of them. So as always, if I don't have any other comments, I want to wish everyone a great night. I want to thank everyone who came on to watch this. And if you're watching this on repeat, I would say still comment, send me a message, whatever you want to do. And I hope to see you all back here tomorrow. I love all the hearts and thumbs up, even though I think the majority of them are from my wife, but I will gladly take them. Thank you, and I hope everyone has an awesome evening. Catch you tomorrow. Same time, still going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Florida. Catch you then. Bye.